My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to walk through all of our bets for UFC Vegas 57. This is what we are doing with our money. And speaking of money, if you want $50, $50 for free, go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, we send you $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I've only got a couple. Listen, this is a card. I believe in a lot of the favorites, but I don't think any of, the odds are tricky. I think a lot of these odds are pretty wide, and I don't find a lot of spots on this card. I'm going to be honest with you. Last card, I hit every single bet that I put on the screen in this video. Every single one. Trying to repeat that success here, but I only found a couple spots that I like. So I only got 3.5 units going. I like Chris Curtis money line. Full disclosure, I have never gotten a Chris Curtis fight correct. I'm hoping that I can finally turn that corner. He's proven to have power in his hands, but he's a tried and true vet. Rodolfo Vieira, while he has fixed some of his cardio issues, he still has some cardio issues. So I think Chris Curtis can survive an early, aggressive grappling style from Vieira and then win this fight. Cody Durden, I'm on the exact opposite side as Jacob here. He's fighting JP Bays. It's wrestler versus wrestler, grappler versus grappler, but Cody averages 5 takedowns per fight and has absolutely no problem just diving at legs over and over and over. JP was taken down 5 times in his last fight. I like Cody to get that done. And then I have Jacob put me onto this prop bet. Vanessa Demopoulos inside the distance, decision no action at plus 190. All that means is if Vanessa Demopoulos beats Jinyu Frey by knockout, submission, right, wins that fight without it going to a decision, I'll get plus 190. If Vanessa Demopoulos is smoked in a decision, which I actually think is what happens, I get a refund. I don't, no money out of my pocket, I get a refund. The reason this bet is so appealing is because Vanessa has proven how tough she is. Jinyu Frey is not a finisher. So if this goes to a decision, I get a refund. And if Vanessa pulls off a win, like she did in her last fight, plus 190. I love this bet, 1 full unit. You are only going to get that with Bet Online. We've got 5 partners. They're the one partners that offers this bet. And as always, if you go to WeOnPicks.com/bets.
And those odds are plus 120 now. So we got some good odds earlier in the week. That's why you got to watch the Tuesday breakdowns. We told you about it on Tuesday.
Yep, we mentioned on Tuesday. But even plus 120, I think it's a great bet because I think Vanessa loses, but I don't think she gets finished. So this basically just means, hey, we're taking a chance that she'll get a submission. And if she doesn't, hey, we'll get a refund. And then Chris Curtis, Rodolfo Vieira, I like over 1.5, plus 135. Rodolfo Vieira in his last fight showed a lot of restraint. Chris Curtis is a slow starter. I know he's knocking people out early, so on paper he might not be a slow starter, but that's because his opponents came to him, and he's catching them with some short counters. If you don't come to him, he's not going to come to you, so I like the over 1.5. I think they're literally going to be afraid of each other. Rodolfo's going to be afraid of Chris's power.
There's not going to be a lot of coming on either side.
Okay, that was a disgusting way to phrase that. Jacob, why don't you go ahead and walk us through your bets and try not to use the word come.
Yeah, speaking of, this looks like a lot of action, but as you see, I kind of highlighted the inside the distance decision no action bets because those, I really feel I'm going to get my money back on those, but I took some flyers anyway. But let's start at the top. We had JP Bays, lock of the week, lock of the week, minus 120. He came in, he's coming in motivated, guys. He was the first on the scale after the main event fighters. I think he's trying to make a statement, and he's going to come out aggressive, and I think he's the overall better fighter in that matchup. He is lock of the week, 2.4 units, get 2 units back at minus 120. Sergey Morozov shouldn't have any issues with Paiva. That's why I put the money line bet on him, 1.3 units to get a unit back. Umar, until he proves me wrong, this dude's a savage, and until he shows he is not a savage, I'm going to keep placing inside the distance bets on him because he is a minus 1,200 favorite, and he's finished some people in the UFC already, so minus 170 for a 1,200 favorite with his skill set. I'll take that all day to get a unit back on that.
His opponent is super tough, though. I agree with you here, but Nate Maness is no bum. But sorry, go ahead.
Well, we'll see. And here's my inside the distance decisional action bet. So actually in my picks, Tuesday picks, I picked against all three of these people. I think all three of these people probably lose a decision fight, but they're all kind of live in their fights, especially Vanessa, and maybe not so much as Shylon or Kelleher, but plus money for all of those. I assume I'm probably going to get all my money back on these bets, which is fine with me. If they get the inside the distance wins, as Angel already explained, then I'm going to get some good units back on those bets. So those are 3 bets that I'll probably get my money back, but we'll see what happens. Armand Gamrot, the main event, goes the distance plus 100. It is what it is. I think these guys are skilled guys. It's hard to finish skilled people at the top level, and both these guys are so good at grappling and in the striking. I see it going the distance, and to parlay off of that, not a parlay, to parlay off of that, I have Gamrot plus 5.5. You can kind of see what the scorecards are needed for this finish. Gamrot can lose this fight on the judges' scorecards, and the judges' scorecards just need to be 48-47, 48-47, 48 or 49-46, and I win my bet. He just needs to win 2 rounds on 2 judges' scorecards, 1 round on 1 judge's scorecard, and I hit my bet for plus 120. So it's a little bit of way different to play instead of the money line, because I think he can probably win the fight, but this is a little bit safer. He can definitely win a round or 2. I put a unit at plus 120. You're only going to find that at BetOnline.
We always get a million questions about that. So
I
like
just explained
Jacob
the
said,
judge scorecard, add them up, very easy.
We're buying.
If you add up 49,
points.
48, 48, and then you add up 46, 47, 47, and add the 5.5. That's how you win the bet. Very easy. Rodolfo
All right, if anybody
Vieira,
has
I
any
have
questions,
round 1.
take it up with this clown because he wouldn't let me explain it. Go ahead.
Rodolfo Vieira, you give me a time limit here. We're pushing. I got Rodolfo Vieira, round 1 finish. This is a flyer. 0.3 units for plus 350. He knows what he needs to in this fight. He cannot mess around on the feet at all. I think he comes out, kind of the Anthony Hernandez fight, where he just comes out and tries to shoot a blast double, get Chris Curtis to the ground quick and easy. We saw Brendan Allen get to Chris Curtis's back inside of 30 seconds of the first round of that fight. Obviously, Brendan Allen ended up losing the fight. Rodolfo is a different beast on the ground. If he gets your back, it's going to be big trouble for Chris Curtis. A flyer plus 0.3 units. Same thing for Neil Magny. If he survives the first round, he can probably win the next 2 with his grit, his cage work, his clinch work. A little bit of a flyer again. Half unit plus 500. Next slide, please. We got a parlay of my favorites. These are the people I believe in my mind should not have any issues in their fight. Obviously, that's a little bit of a jinx by saying that, but you can see kind of the fighters there. They're all the favorites, not the huge favorites, right? I don't have Umar in there or anything, but they're all the middle to the big favorites. They shouldn't have any issues in their fights, so I just stacked them up. I've been kind of getting away from parlays, but this card feels like a big favorites card, and in those big favorites card, you can kind of stack up some favorites and get some good odds and some parlays. So I went back to a parlay for this one. Half unit flyer. We're feeling good, looking good. We've been hitting our bets. We've been hitting our picks. Angel's been doing fantastic. WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up. Make some money with us. Let's do this. Let's roll. You got a minute? Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's always weird when you're the pitch man and not me, but those are our bets. That's what we're doing with our money. Share your thoughts. Let us know in the comments and join the free Discord. We don't charge anything for the Discord. Hop in there. Share your bets. Let's all pick each other's brains because the goal here is to build a community and let's all get rich together. It's not us versus you. It's all of us collectively versus the books.
It's me versus you
versus Jacob.
Bit.
Constantly. Yeah. WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. We will give you $50 as a thank you. And all those safety nets are with BetOnline. If you want to buy a round, get the decision, no action. WeWantPicks.com/bets.
Yeah, real quick. I got 20 seconds. I killed those last week. Fuck.
All right. See ya.